What is going on, YouTube Nation? This is Dark Dividend. If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. I'm going to compare 4 ETFs, and I'm going to include MSTY because Bitcoin does well, MSTY does well. So we have the NEOS BTCI, the YieldMax YBIT, the Proshares BITO, and the YieldMax MSTY. So we're going to go over distribution trends, which one might be best long-term investing, and we're going to go over the passive income distributions, and of course we're going to compare share prices. So if you're new to this YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Smash that like button. Let's check out these 4 ETFs right now. I'm going to start since inception, and we have the ProShares BITO, which was way back in 2021, it appears. That one's down 49.99%. The other one is the YBIT. That's at 1065. That one was started right around, I'm going to say, April 2024. So that's been down 46.56%. NEOS, the Bitcoin high income ETF, started around, at one point it's around 50.51. That one right now is 53.70. So we have one in the positive at 6.32%. Then we have MSTY. That one has blown up and then it's gone down. I actually sold them for a profit, good passive income. So right now it is currently up 4.07% since it started. So strong correlation with Bitcoin, it goes up. MSTR goes up, MSTY goes up. But that's the first thing I wanted to compare were the prices since they started. So that's very important. In the past year, we have MSTR is down 26.42%. Now, again, they blew up, really fast. The ProShares Bitcoin, it's down 35.87%. And then the NEOS Bitcoin High ETF, it's up 8.66%. YBIT is down 47.92%. So BITO down 35.87%, MSTR down 26.42%. So right now, NEOS, that one, BTCI, looks best compared to all 4. And I'm like kind of going rapid fire. I want to make sure I correlate the symbols with their if they're up or down. So correct me if I'm wrong, since I'm kind of doing a little bit of a speed run for you. So now we're going to compare them. We're going to look into them a little bit. Now, MSTY, the fund does not directly invest in MSTR. Its distribution rate was 116.13%. And I'm going to tell you, I got them at the right time, sold them at the right time. I made really good money. So this is a very volatile thing. MSTR does really well. Bitcoin does well. They do extremely well. So that's one thing. So the value of the fund, which focuses on individual security MSTR, may be more volatile than the traditional pooled investment of the market as a whole and may perform differently from the value of the traditional pooled investment as a whole. So the fund strategy will cap potential gains if MSTR shares increase in value. The fund strategy is subject to all potential losses if MSTR shares decrease in value, which may not be offset by income received by the fund. The fund may not be suitable for all investors. So distribution has been fantastic at times. 412, 252, 303, 233, 194, 185, 419, 442, 308, 227, and 202. So the one issue is a little bit of consistency. So, it goes from $4 to $2 to $3. Myself as a long-term passive income investor, I do not like the reliability of this. So I want to earn at least consistent $400 a month with shares of MSTY. I may not get that for the amount of shares that I own. So again, it is not any shares of anything. So recently, since inception, okay, 6 months, it was up 59.7%, 3 months, negative 23.5%, 1 month, negative 18.74%, year to date, negative $10.36. So some issues. Okay, so what they want to do is a lot of you to reinvest, but myself, I want to use I use the passive income to buy dividend growth stocks, and it did help me. Don't get me wrong. If you watch my previous videos, my trends have been fantastic with MSTY. So you can tell this is no shares of MSTR at all. So could that be in the future with YieldMax integrating that or having MSTR individual shares? Maybe. You never know. They're very innovative, and Mike and Jay are extremely innovative, and they listen to their investors. So that's one thing that's very attractive. And hopefully, I'll be in an interview with Tom, Savings Captain, and Mike from YieldMax ETFs. It'll probably be on Tom's channel. So, and I'll share the link with you guys. So let's jump to YBIT. So YBIT's distribution is 66.34%. The fund does not invest or seek exposure to the current spot cash of Bitcoin. So investors seeking direct exposure for the price of Bitcoin should consider investment other than the fund. Okay? So going down with their trends, at one point it was 137 with its dividend trends, 137, 121, 67 cents, 72 cents, 79, 67, 126, 70, 78, and 55.06. So the distributions have gone down significantly since inception. So that's an issue. Again, you see that expense ratio of 0.99% with MSTY and YBIT. You can correct me if I'm wrong. So since inception, let's see, it's been negative 4.12%, cumulative 4/22/2024. Okay. 1 month, it was down 13.92%. 3 months, down 12.86%. 6 months, it's been, looks like in the positive, 14.13%. And year to date, it's down $6.99. So we have some things that we need to look into. Again, you don't see any shares of Bitcoin, which is another issue. Okay. Now we're going to jump to BITO, and I own BITO. The BITO aims to produce returns that correspond to Bitcoin. It's the first US Bitcoin linked ETF. That's one thing. Look into. Investment objective BITO seeks results before fees and expense that correspond to the performance in Bitcoin. BITO invests in Bitcoin futures and does not directly invest in Bitcoin. There's no guarantee the fund will closely track the returns. So here's the growth of $10,000. That's not too bad right now. That since inception, it looks like it's $11,534.61. So that's promising. Total return, pretty nice. Since inception, 10.08%, 1 month, 7.95%, 3 months, 42.15%, 6 months, 51.30%, year to date, 7.9%, and 1 year, 121.33%. So we need to look at a few things. The expense ratio is 0.95%. It has monthly distributions. So that is not bad. Now, at the start of the year, 93 cents and 72 cents. 2024, you get 35 cents, 72 cents, 114, 168, 176, 150, 144, 120, 109, 99 cents, 99 cents, and 111. So again, there's a little bit of consistency issues, 93 cents, 72 cents. So reliability isn't there. But what I plan on doing with BITO is either using its distributions to go by SCHD or by other things, okay, individually. Now we're going to go with the NEOS Bitcoin. We have a few things with BTCI, the NEOS Bitcoin High Income ETF. The expense ratio is 0.98%. Its distribution rate is 33.28%. The fund seeks to distribute monthly income generated from writing call options on Bitcoin futures ETFs. Actively managed by NEOS, the fund seeks to offer upside potential via efficient exposure to Bitcoin ETPs. Okay? The fund implements a data-driven call option strategy, saving investors the time and potential expenses of trading options themselves. I'm busy, this is what I have to deal with. So, hey, why not do that? It's a 0.98% expense ratio. Okay? So the Bitcoin High Income ETF seeks to generate high monthly income with the potential for appreciation based on exposure to exchange traded products that have direct exposure to Bitcoin. So we have a few things. The NAV performance, negative 15.82%. 3 months, negative 10.95%. Inception, it looks like it's 16.55%. Year to date, negative 8.16%. So its distributions are monthly. It's kind of a new ETF. So looking at the distributions, 157 and 143. So what I'm noticing, if you look at this, okay, the expense ratio is not too bad. And you look, here's all, the Treasury bill, VanEck Bitcoin ETF right here. Looking at this, okay, now I own shares of BTCI. This one so far looks like a very powerful dividend, high income distributor. And this is one that has my attention. So I'm going to sum up all 4 of these real quick. So I'm going to summarize. 1, if you look in the beginning, and again, watch this maybe 1 or 2 times at the trends don't lie. So MSTY, when the market's fantastic with Bitcoin, it does incredible. Okay, you cannot question its income distribution when things are good. A bull market, MSTR looking good, Bitcoin looking good. But the problem is, you got to know when to pull out with MSTY and YBIT, because when the writing's on the wall and you're starting to get a bear market or Bitcoin's at a standstill, MSTY and YBIT are synthetic call ETFs. So you do synthetics. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but the problem with synthetic calls is sometimes it's not sustainable for long-term investing. Now, those two, I would not rely on income for retirement. For reliability, if I'm going to retire on dividends, MSTY and YBIT are not the answer. If I want a little short fling, sure. I did sell MSTY, and I do believe it failed people for long-term investing. And I've said that before. That's why I posted that video. But a short fling, kind of like people having a little fun together. It's a little fun, but that person is not long-term material. That's the best way to describe it. Looking at BITO, I would probably rank that at number 2. I would probably have YBIT number 4, MSTY number 3, BITO number 2, because 1, it kind of follows Bitcoin. 2, its distribution is not too bad. 3, the chances of getting a reverse split is not as high versus MSTY and YBIT. Long-term investing to retire on passive income, it won't be bad, but there's a little bit of consistency. Obviously, if Bitcoin's up or down, when Bitcoin's up, BITO is fantastic. When it's down, oops, not too good. So again, I wouldn't rely on it as retirement income, maybe a little bit, slightly, but BTCI, the NEOS one, hopefully I got the symbols right. That one looks like the best one of the four. The reliability for retiring on passive income is a little bit higher with BTCI. Its net asset value appears to be better. The risk of a reverse split is going to be pretty hard. So the YieldMax ETFs, the risk of reverse split is always high when things are not good. Things are not good with BITO, still going to be bad. Is the risk of reverse split there? I mean, maybe, but I highly doubt it. And again, this is all speculation. BTCI looks really good. NEOS usually has a pretty good stability with the price per share, but it's a very volatile one. All four of these are kind of volatile. So I just wanted to sum that up. So I do own shares of BTCI. What I may do with BITO is distribute the income from BITO into BTCI directly. Now the price per share, price-wise, BTCI is the most expensive. Sometimes quality versus quantity is better. So I just want to sum that up with my summary. If you're new to this YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit notification bell so you don't miss future videos. I will have a video for you tomorrow. Take care and have a good one. Now I'm going to jump to my disclaimer. So as a reminder, this is a disclaimer. Do not use my YouTube channel for any form of financial advice. It's strictly for entertainment purposes only. Investing is a big risk. You can gain money, you can lose money. So be aware and do your due diligence. Go to a financial advisor for financial advice and a tax advisor for tax advice. Do not use any of my references on social media for a form of financial advice. I tell you that 1,000 times and have many videos. You have to be aware of your investments and do your due diligence. It's not my fault if you lose money. I lost money. I tell you not to buy what I buy because everybody's investing strategy is different. I can take a higher hit than you. So I'm just showing you my passive income journey. Take care and have a good one.